It came out exactly how I wanted it to come out, right? But let me start from the beginning and tell y'all how it happened. Okay, so this is CEXXY hair. This is another hair bender off of AliExpress. I ordered a 16-inch Brazilian body wave, and this is a 6x6, so it's not a full, frontal. It's like to the arches of your eyebrows the most as far as it goes. So it plays like a frontal, but it's really not. They said it came pre-plucked. It doesn't really look pre-plucked, but I know how to pluck my own frontal anyway, so it's fine. This is how the inside looks, and today I'm gonna be dyeing it like a blue, black, navy, midnight kind of blue. So I have some popsicle sticks. I have the 2 Kiss dyes, so navy royal, and I have 1 indigo blue adore dye. I have the BW2 bleach powder. I have 30 volume developer. I have the shimmering lights knockoff, which is just another shampoo, another purple shampoo. I got some 30 volume developer, the got to be spray, some clips, some combs, some gloves, and anything else I have, I'm gonna put it in the description. So first I'm gonna be mixing the bleach powder and developer. I'm using the BW2 container to mix in stuff. And the reason why I'm using popsicle sticks is I could not find my little mixing brush thing, and I ended up finding it after I was done with everything. But so yeah, I'm making my mix, not too thin, not too thick, so I can start bleaching the hair. So the hair isn't really thick at all. So you're gonna see that I'm just applying the mix onto the hair with the, my little popsicle stick, and then I'm just taking my hands with the gloves and just saturating the hair with the product. So I get it on with the popsicle stick, throw it on the hair, and I just rub it through each section, and I just keep doing that for the whole entire head. And then I'm putting a plastic bag over everything, and I leave it there for like 45 minutes. So this is the hair after about 45 minutes of sitting in the bleach. I did want it to get lighter, but I knew the longer you leave the hair in this state, the worse it's gonna feel, you know, once you're done and you're trying to flat iron and stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'll just rinse it out now and deal with it later. So now I'm gonna rinse it out, then I'm gonna bleach the knots, and then I'm gonna start dyeing. I just felt like doing it that way is like the best way, because I was not about to rinse it out, wash it, dye it, then go back in and bleach the knots. I just didn't want to do that, so I just did it this way. You could do it whatever, however way you feel like doing it. It's fine, but this is the way I felt was the best. So anytime you bleach your knots or dye hair that has lace, you put got to be spray first and you let it dry for a little bit, just so the dye or the bleach never goes through and starts to dye your roots and ruin everything you got going on. So now I'm just taking my popsicle stick once again and lightly tapping it on the lace so I could bleach the knots. I usually bleach knots for about like 10-15 minutes. Like I keep going in and I watch it to see if it's done or if most of them are done. Okay, so this is the hair after it gets washed and rinsed out and dries a little bit. So now, and I just wet it again a little bit by accident. It's cool. So now I'm gonna put the whole bottle of the Royal Navy, the whole bottle of the other Royal Navy, and I put a little bit of Indigo Blue because I felt like Indigo Blue was like more potent and like stronger of a color, so I didn't want it that vibrant. Like I didn't want it too blue. I wanted it a nice like medium, you know, midnight blue, black kind of blue. So I just put a little bit of Indigo Blue, 2 bottles of the Royal Navy, and I just mixed everything up. So now I'm gonna put got to be spray again because we about to dye hair and I do not want blue dye on my lace. And then I'm gonna put, yeah, you see what I'm doing here. I'm just pouring it all over the hair, but I'm not getting it on the lace at all. And I'm just rubbing everything through my hands. So I'm gonna keep pouring the dye on pieces of hair and just using my hands to go through it and saturate it. I just did not feel like going through level by level with the dye and the hair. I just did not want to do that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it like this. I'm going to be super careful and I want to make sure I get the dye on every piece of hair.
Okay, so this is how the hair turned out. This came out exactly the color that I wanted to it came out exactly how I wanted it to come out, right? But let me start from the beginning and tell y'all how it happened. Okay, so this hair company is called CEXXY Hair. I used this company, I'm talking years ago, and that's during the time when I had bundles and I was making closure wigs. Long story short, I bought the hair. It was fantastic. It lasted me years. Like, I did so many different things with that one wig, with this hair. But after that first time I ordered from them, I didn't order from them again just because I was trying different vendors and then I forgot about it, right? So I ordered this hair on a Monday. The shipping took a week and a day, which was too long for me. Especially from AliExpress. I ordered here on Monday. I'm expecting it by Wednesday, Thursday, the latest. This took a whole week and a day. Maybe I'm impatient, whatever you want to call it. I just felt like that was really long. Anyway, so I knew I wanted blue, black, navy kind of vibe. So off rip, I knew I had to bleach the hair. If anybody that knows me knows that bleaching hair is the last thing I want to do. Like, I do all my styles, all my colors without bleaching at all. But to get this, I just knew I had to bleach it. So you saw I bleached it the first time, and then I put the navy royal and I put a little bit of indigo blue. Did that, I let it sit, I think, for a few hours. Like, I went to work, came back, then I rinsed it out. And it was giving a little bit of the color that I wanted, but it was giving like that green. You know how everybody had like that greenish blue kind of hair? Like, it was more green and then it was like a little bit of blue in the light when you put it in the light. That's just not what I wanted. That's not what I sat there for a few hours doing my hair for. So I'm like, no, this is not what I want. So then I took the rest of the whole bottle of indigo blue and I put it on the hair and I left it on there all day again. This was the next day. I put it on, I left it on all day. Then when I rinsed it out, I got this color. And then I bleached the knots, plucked off camera, and here we are. So I'm gonna be honest. After I bleached it the first time, it was not feeling the same at all. But once I deep conditioned it, it came back a little bit. So it's really good now. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I love it that it's a 6x6, so it stops here. It's not a whole frontal, which is good because I have little sideburns here and the lace just does not stay in these areas. And then from here, it just sets it off for the rest of the whole wig. And then I'm continuously taking it off and putting it back, taking it off and putting it back. But yeah, this is the exact color that I wanted. I don't know if you guys could see it. You should be able to see it, because I could see it. And I love it. In total, I only used 3 bottles of dye, which was 2 royal navy royals in the kiss and 1 indigo blue. And yeah, I think I would do it the same way if I was gonna do it again anyway, because the navy royal kind of worked, but it was just giving that little tint of green, and that's just what I did not want. So I'm like, let me go over it with a little vibrant blue and it's gonna work. And it definitely did. Okay. But other than that, oh, another thing, I'm sorry, 1 second. On the website, when you order this hair, it only gives you 2 options of density, which is 200 and 250. So I picked 200. I usually do 180 or 150. 180s that I've been getting are pretty thick itself. So I'm like, 200? That's gonna be like thick as hell. Like, I don't want 200, but I only had 2 options. Pick the 200. This is not 200, nothing of no type of density. This is like a 150. So I don't know who's in charge of their dimensions and their measurements and stuff, but this is not 200 density at all. Like, it just feels like a 150. Like, you see how thin this is? This is not a 2. This is not a 2 nothing. So maybe if I got 250, it would have gave me like a 180 kind of vibe. The thickness is okay. It's not that bad. Like, it's like average, real average. And I clipped the ends too. You can't really see it. But I clipped the ends to make it look even fuller. But yeah, this is not 200 percentages of nothing. But that's cool, because it still looks really good. It still feels really good. The color came out good. And I'm happy about that. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm coming out with a lot more hair videos because that's honestly all I really want to do. Any questions, comments, you can comment down below. I appreciate everybody that does comment, does like, and has been subscribing. You know, I don't force nobody to subscribe. If you just want to watch, that's cool. And I will see you guys in my next video.